All right, so as I'm scrolling through this, you can already see this isn't just random information thrown together. It's actually breaking down how these online ecosystems are structured behind the scenes. And that's the part most people never take the time to understand. They just hear about it and move on. But look at this, it's showing how these marketplaces are set up almost like normal online stores. And that's important because it explains why they're so effective. Everything is organized, there's categories, there's pricing, there's even systems that make it feel reliable. And that's what pulls people in on both sides. And as you go a little deeper, you start seeing how everything is layered. It's not just one type of data or one type of activity, it's segmented. There's different types of information being passed around, and each one has a different level of value depending on how it's used. And this is where structure really matters because even on the defensive side, if you don't understand how things are categorized and why certain data is more sensitive than others, you're always reacting instead of anticipating. Now, this next part right here is where it gets more technical, but still important. It's talking about the tools around the ecosystem, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong. They think the marketplace is the main thing, but it's really the support systems that make everything move smoother, things that validate information or organize it or give more context. And even though some of these tools have legitimate uses, you can see how they get repurposed depending on the environment. And that's why awareness matters because the same tool can mean two completely different things depending on how it's being used. And then as I keep scrolling, you can see how access and location play a role too. This is more about how activity is masked or made to look normal. And again, this comes back to structure. Everything is built around blending in, not standing out. And that's something you can apply on the defensive side as well, because once you understand how behavior is being shaped, you can start identifying what doesn't belong. And this last section really ties it together. It's showing how everything is moving toward more complete ecosystems, not just one off platforms, but full systems where everything exists in one place. And that's the shift a lot of people miss. Things are getting more organized, not less. And if you're not paying attention to that, you're always going to be behind. So the biggest takeaway from all of this is structure and awareness. Most people fail not because they don't have access to information, but because they rush through it. They don't organize what they're learning and they don't understand how the pieces connect. But when you slow down and actually see how systems are built, you start thinking differently. And that's where real advantage comes from, whether it's cybersecurity business or anything involving leverage and risk. If you want the full breakdowns, templates, and updated methods, go join the Patreon. Link is in the bio. There's a 7-day free trial so you can actually go through everything properly. And if you have questions or want help understanding how to apply this or protect yourself better, join the Discord. Link is in the bio too. We can walk you through it or handle things with you inside there if needed. This is really about structure, not shortcuts. And once you get that, everything starts to make a lot more sense.